Now we're at the chorus, and the chorus changes a bit, and I'll just play it through first, and then I'll show you guys how it's done. So it's like this, right? We have the E. Alright, so it's like you can hear it's repeating, right? So we have two bars repeating here. We have the first thing, the first riff will be like this. Which is the A chord again. We play it twice. We play it first a long stroke. Then we play it just before we change over to the D. So we play A again, change to D, right? And then we're going to do a few strummings here. It's going to be based around D and G. So after we've done this, we'll be going two more Ds, right? Like just up and down or down and up. Then we're letting go, playing the second, third, and fourth string, just open. So you gotta be careful not to play the first string and not to play the fifth string. Just those three strings here. And then we play G. Sounds pretty similar. And then back to the D. So that will be something like this. A. And throughout this entire section we just did, we just don't play the first string at all. Same thing as with the riff and the verse and the intro. And we do kind of we do kind of put our thumb here too, but it's not as obvious as in the riff. So we'll do this 3 times. We'll go. Second time. And the last time we'll go A. We'll only do the first bar, the first riff. Ending here at the D. And then we'll go back to the riff. We just learned the chorus, so now we're gonna play it together. And the same thing here, I'll be doing the beats with my foot and just try to keep up. I'll do it slower than the original. So I'll start one riff ahead with the E, Alright, so try to remember that, okay? So let's go on. 1, 2, 3. Then it goes back. Now that we've done the second chorus as well, it'll change a little bit, preparing for the solo. And so we ended here, right? With the D chord. And it'll immediately continue on a small kind of riff that has to do with the D. So what we're doing here is that now we're going to play the full D, including the first string here, and it'll be based around the first string on the second fret and the pinky on the third. So it'll alternate between So it's just really simple. You just play this twice, put your pinky on the third, play that twice, and go back to the first one. Right? So that again, regular D twice. Put your pinky on the first string on the third fret. Play twice. Let go of the pinky and play the D. Then you just wait. You just wait a bar, 4 beats. Then you play pretty much the same thing again, but you kind of do it twice. So the next time it will go like. So it's kind of like 1.5. So it's 2 times on the D, on with the pinky, and 2 times. Let go of the pinky, play it twice. On with the pinky again, play it twice. And play the D 1 time. And then it's on. Right. Okay, so we just learned the D combination with the D and the D sus4. And now we'll try to play that together. I'll start from the last part of the second chorus, which is this part. Right, and then we have 4 beats, then it starts. Okay, so it goes in 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the solo starts. Okay, so the solo starts off at the offbeat of 4, which would go 1, 2, 3, 4. Just right there between the 4th and the first beat. So what the first lick will do is this, which is a really classic one, where we we bend on the 7th fret on the G string, and then we play the 5th fret on the 1st and the 2nd string twice. Just repeat it like that. And then we'll do a very similar one. It's just the only difference is that we'll play only the 5th string on the 2nd on the 5th fret, sorry, the 2nd string on the 5th fret, except we just not play both of them, we just do instead of. So we'll do twice with the first one, then we'll do 3 times with the other one. Right, and then we'll go right over to be bending here on the 7th fret on the 2nd and the 3rd string. Just a half small bend here. I usually do with my 3rd finger. Right, and then we'll go down to the 5th on the 2nd and 3rd string with our 1st finger. Just a small bend. And we'll do this. And that is 7 on the 4th string, 7 on the 3rd string, and back to 5th fret on the 3rd string. So that's right. And then back here, we'll do a bend on the 4th string on the 4th fret. Right, so that's a half bend. Then we'll play it again and go back to pull off back to 2nd. And then we switch string to the 5th, where we play 3, pull off 0. So that is. Then we'll play, right after that, we'll play the octave of the A string. This is the A string, right? So we'll play this one, which is the 2nd on the G string. And then we'll go.
is also a classic kind of lick. So we have the bending on the 4th on the G string, and while we're up here, we'll play the 5th on the 1st and 2nd string with our pinky, and then coming down with the bend, right, and back to the 2nd, and then we'll play the 2nd again. Then we'll do a palm, like a dead note. So, dead note, play the 5th on the 1st and the 2nd string again with our pinky, and then a dead note again. So, dead note here, dead note, bending on the 4th, the same G string and the same 4th here as we did in the other lick, but we'll do this. So we'll keep the pinky on the 5th on the 2nd fret, right? So from the beginning we have so this one, up and down, and then we go back to, right, so, there will be a small break between this, and then 2nd pulling off to 0, to open string, and then we slide back up to 2nd, play 5th on the high E string, and then bend on the same one we've always been bending on here, the G string 4th. So that's slide up, play the 5th, bend on the G string, back to the 2nd, and then we'll do a last slide up to the 14th on the D string, like that, and then we'll play the 14th on the G string as to end it up, right?